Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Development Review Board meeting for November 10th, 2025. First on the agenda, roll call. All members are present. We do have John Bauer on Zoom. Any changes to the agenda? I don't think so at this time. Number 3, we're going to open a recess public hearing for Lannon Land LLC.
And then in the matter of the land and land application, I am hereby submitting these files and evidence known as Exhibit 2, which is the approval from the police chief regarding this application received today. You just want to take one and pass it out.
Yep. And we also had, as part of that, we also had 2 new maps as well. Which are in the file.
Jared gave them to us.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we did receive those. Is there anything else that we got in regards to? Okay. So those who were sworn in last time in regards to this hearing are still sworn in. And who do we got to speak? If you just want to say your name first on the record.
Gary Rapinati.
Okay. How about you want to tell us on the progress you've made since last time we saw you?
My list was expand on the turnaround, about how it meets the highway specs, vegetative buffer along land of Vermont preferred properties. Check the acreage, and then the north arrow on the septic plan was fixed.
We also see that you did add the
And building envelope.
There we go. Thank you. Okay. So we did receive those 2 updated maps with those things on board. Does any board members have any questions in regards to the 2 new maps that we received? Okay. And we did also receive, separate of the plans things, we were still looking for a police chief to serve letter and a fire chief letter. We did receive a police department to serve letter did you receive a copy?
I didn't get a copy, it just came today.
Yes.
But Frank got a copy.
Okay.
And
If you want, there's an extra one right there
yeah.
for you.
And he's contacted the fire chief
Okay.
a couple of times, and that one should be on the way.
Okay. What about the, we'd outlined also some sort of communal road association light verbiage?
Frank is out of town,
Okay.
and he'll have to get that to you. He'll be back tomorrow.
Okay.
George, on the record,
Yep.
did you just state that Phil had caught up on this?
Oh, no, we should
He
say that as well.
That he can participate?
Yeah, just because I wasn't here last month, for the record, that I reviewed the minutes and went over the transcripts and everything. So if I have a question, it's a legal question.
Okay. So just I'll read through the Chief Warfel's conditions so that they're part of the record. Number 1, this project will produce additional traffic. It may place a burden on the roadway. 2, this project shall require additional traffic control measures. During winter traffic hours, there shall be no large deliveries made to this location. Winter hours is then defined as 1500 to 1800, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Christmas week in December, President's week in February. Alarm system is not mandated, but would strongly suggest one and register any and all alarms with the Ludlow Police Department. The project in and of itself may place an adverse impact on Ludlow Police, however, combined with all the other buildings in Ludlow, Department's ability to serve the town shouldn't be diminished. And it has been approved.
Would you like that scanned into
Sure.
the minutes?
Yeah, thank you. So we kind of have a couple choices, or before we move on, does any of the board members have any questions? John, do you have anything to add?
No, but I'm sure you're going to mention either we're going to close this with a future date or
It's giving it a
Recess.
green light.
Okay, so did you give a thumb up? So, didn't hear anything from him. Okay. So, being that we're still waiting on some information, we kind of have 2 choices. Is that we can recess the hearing at a future date that is before next month's meeting. And basically that would allow you to submit those documents into evidence. You would not receive any feedback on potentially what those have been submitted. then that would start when you would have your 45-day time period. You also have the choice to wait until you can submit those until next month's hearing. I always give it the choice to the applicant or the representative in this case, which way you wish to proceed.
Recess it at the next meeting, we'll have all the rest of
Okay.
the stuff.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Makes everyone's, because if that happens, and let's just say for some reason you miss a time frame, then we kind of have to start back from like square one, if that makes sense. Anyone have any other questions from the board members?
Do these well shields still go on somebody else's property?
Say that again?
Do the well shields still go on to other people's property?
Not other people's, just the applicants.
But if you sold a lot, would their well shield go on to a different lot too?
Within the subdivision.
So
But
within
then
the
it'll be on somebody else's property if you sell both
Yeah,
lots.
they're okay as long as they stay on their map.
right, because they're all presently owned by one person.
Yeah, they'll know
It
that.
is, when they go to sell the lot, the person will know those things in advance. Whereas they're not impacting a parcel that's not owned by the applicant. Did I state that correctly?
Right.
Okay. Thank you.
So we're waiting for the covenant letter?
So covenants, some sort of association, and our fire letter.
And if the fire department wants a different turnaround, that will have to require a
That-
new map.
Correct. So you said that you looked into the standards for a turnaround. And
Yeah.
what you had drawn, you believed met those
I put a
standards.
note on here.
Okay. Yeah, I read through your notes.
The bottom left.
And George, I have one more
It
question.
shall meet the standards for town roads and bridges.
Okay. And what was your
My
question?
other question was just that last time we had just a little discussion on whether the plans that were submitted for the housing was a 5-bedroom or a 6-bedroom, and it was submitted as a 5-bedroom. Is that still true?
That's what the permit, permit says
So-
at
Even
this
though the other
time.
one says 5? six
Yeah,
on it.
so that where we kind of came from is that conceptual plans had listed 6 bedrooms. Their septic permit they had gotten from the state had 5. Am I correct?
I have not seen the conceptual plans, but I think we discussed that, and that was what,
We did discuss it,
Yeah.
is that, so the septic permit said 5. And then whatever they had drawn was basically a representative of a building. The amount of bedrooms was of contention. It would be resorted back to what your septic permit is from the state.
yeah, I will have Frank address that.
Okay, yeah. The conceptual like drawings are not necessarily regulatory, right? Like in the sense of like, oh, you had a dormer here that, well, then later you come back and don't build a dormer. It's more of an idea of the type of building that you're gonna build. Okay, so we know what we're looking for next month?
Fire letter,
Yep, covenances.
covenants,
Yep.
and the conceptual plan.
Yep.
Okay.
I make a motion that we recess this hearing until next month's meeting.
I'll second the motion.
Okay. Any further discussion? Any hands? That helps.
John's all set, right?
John, do you have anything to add?
No. Can you hear me? I just want to make sure you can hear
Can't
me.
hear you, John.
You're muted.
No, he's not.
Oh,
You hear me now? Hello? Either way, no, I have no questions.
hold on.
I'm all set. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm all set.
Can you hear him?
No.
Not the mask on, it's the, took his mask off.
I don't know. I don't know.
Wonder who Steve is.
No, we shake
Is,
his
our,
head
is our
no.
volume down by any chance?
It says turn up volume, but.
She said she can hear it through the
Okay.
headphones.
Huh.
So
Good.
they can hear it, just we can't hear it.
We just can't hear him.
Yeah, but we need to hear him.
So,
Is there somebody on? Is that audio? That looks like it's on.
can you, if you have yours,
Yeah, yeah.
can you unmute your speaker just so we can, I'm not trying to.
John, can you talk?
Yeah, I have no comment.
Okay,
Okay.
there we go.
That was
Okay,
perfect.
there we go. Okay, thanks, John. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Next on our docket is we are going to open a recess public hearing for Land and Land LLC. Karen.
In the matter of the Land and Land application, am I hereby submitting these files into evidence, also known as Exhibit 2, which is the police letter. You've already received a copy, everyone.
And the two new maps.
And the 2 new maps as well.
Okay, and who do we have to speak to this hearing?
Gary Rapinati.
Okay, welcome back again, sir.
Good to see you all tonight.
Because of the way these were warned, even though another hearing is very similar, these have its own separate hearings and drawings. We did receive the drawings that were submitted and a police letter. Also in the matter, Phil was not here, but he did review the tapes and the minutes so he can participate legally. We have outlined that we had a punch list last month, of which that included adding building envelopes, the road spec, the vegetation, and to get a police letter, those of which we have in hand. We are also still looking for a fire letter and a covenant. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And we will, you have received, as of tonight, a copy of said letter from the police department. Do you need us to read that, or just having that as part of the
I have a
docket? And those
copy.
conditions you're okay with?
Yes.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions in regards to this hearing?
No.
Okay. John, you got anything you want to add?
No, I'm all set. Thank you. No, I'm all set.
Oh,
Hear
okay.
me?
Sorry, we got a slight technical difficulty with with us being able to hear. It is being recorded on Zoom, so, but, okay. And with those things, you think you'll be able to have them by next month?
When is the next meeting?
December 8th.
Yes.
Okay. I make a motion that we recess this public hearing till the next meeting, December 8th.
I'll second the motion.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you very much. We will see you next month.
Very good, thank you.
Next, we're going to open up a new public hearing for Okemo Trailside Community Association. Aaron?
All right, so this is in regards to application number 128-98-PUD, amendment number 71, and application number 496-23-Act 250, amendment number 3. The applicant is Okemo Trailside Community Association. The property owner is the same. And the project description is, application is to reconstruct building number 7 at 60 Trailside Extension following a fire in October 2024. This project is in the Mountain Recreation District. The notice of public hearing, the following information regarding the public notification, the hearing date is today. We publicly posted this in the town clerk's office, town bulletin boards, post office, town website, and we posted it in the Vermont Journal on October 22nd, 2025, and we notified the abutting property owners on October 28th, 2025. So in the matter of the Okemo Trailside Community application, I'm hereby submitting these files into evidence known as Exhibit 1, which you already received in your packets.
Thank you, Aaron. We did receive that information listed in the index as number 1 through 31. And also after that is listed as the fire marshal construction permit. Is there anyone here to speak to this hearing this evening?
Paul can speak, and then Josh Sapp as well.
Okay, so just want to say your names.
Josh Sapp.
Paul Carocchio.
Are you here for the same one?
Yes.
Okay, what's your name?
Merrick Kovac.
Okay, so I got to swear you all in. We're on the record, DRB. So, do you solemnly swear that the evidence you shall give relative to the matter now under consideration shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth, under pains and penalties of perjury? I do.
I do.
Okay, how about you tell us about your project?
So, pretty simple, not really, but reconstructing a 4-unit condo building in its place at 60 Trailside, and it's building 7. There are units A, B, C, and D. They have to be reconstructed in accordance with the new building code. So we are doing, the design includes that, which is a lot of efficiency code as well as egress code. And the major changes are changing out old spiral staircases that were about 4.5, 5 feet in diameter to actual staircases that return. Foundations that actually are thick enough with insulation to meet the energy code. And then we are sprinklering the building to attach to the new fire water main that's coming down from the pond above. So it'll be the first building up there sprinklered. Aesthetically, outside, they're changing shed dormers to gable dormers. You see those on the elevations, which has been done on a lot of other buildings at Trailside and permitted. Colors, finishes, all the same. In the plan, they are proposing to use an elevated deck tying all the front entrances together instead of walkways that would have staircases up to each. So it would be steps down from the parking lot and then a deck over to a full front deck of the building, which is again something that's already been done throughout Trailside. So we kind of combined energy code, fire protection, and modernization of what other people have done into the new design of the exterior. No additional bedrooms, and that's about it. We don't have, the owners haven't picked out their final finishes, but that's pretty far out. And I don't think that's under the purview here, anyway.
Nope.
Site design is in there. It's tying into sewer, water, propane, electric. Ludlow Electric has to increase the size of the service to meet the energy code.
So, how many bedrooms are going to be in each unit, just so we have it on the record?
Oh, I'll have to count. I'll look at the plans.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Just because we've got plans with lower level floor plan, entry level floor plan, second floor, and then third floor plans. Just so that we have that on the record.
No, there's the ones inside.
6?
Unit A's got 6.
I'm counting 6.
Okay.
The other ones all have, one has 5, I think.
Unit A has 6. Unit B has 4. Unit C has 3. Unit D has 3. Yeah, and the elevations they're significantly different sizes. A from D is almost twice the size.
Yeah. Well, that was why, like, with the way they're stacked, right?
Yep.
Just
One
want
one's
to.
4 stories, the other
Yeah.
one's, and the sprinkler, having the 4 stories, it honestly was interesting, the DFC, Department of Fire and Safety, they weren't really sure on that particular building needing sprinklers, so we put them in just to be safe because of that 4-story issue. It's kind of a gray area, actually, of the code.
So, are you changing the footprint from what was previously there?
Yeah, it's an additional, and this is what went through Act 250 that we got the JO on.
Yeah.
Because of the efficiency code,
Yep.
So if you can imagine, those were 6-inch foundation walls in dirt with no insulation. So now we're 12 inches with 4 inches of foam, and with the added staircases, it's literally 2 feet each direction.
Yep.
And that was what Stephanie said, what's the reason? It's energy code. So interior square footage is about the same with the exception of the underneath the front entranceways, the mudrooms it's an extra 26 square feet.
Which takes into account a bunch of the other changes that have previously been done.
Yeah.
Kind of all we hear a lot of you guys' permits
Yeah, the
from up
mudrooms
there.
and stuff.
Yeah, so this kind of takes into account all the things that people have done that enjoy, those improvements.
Yeah,
So this unit won't hopefully have to come back. It will be off your list.
Well, the mudroom extension was a big thing
Yeah.
because 2 of them had it.
Yeah.
And 2 didn't.
Oh, okay.
And they were built on piers, and so in this plan, the architect said, well, it's easier just to do the foundation walls underneath
Okay.
and pick up these little rooms.
Okay.
Yep. So that was the big, which is.
Okay.
And then there's you can see window wells in the foundation, which are new egress wells, are windows in the basements, which were not there before. In Unit C. That's primarily because that's the unit that's backfilled the most.
So we did receive your Act 250, I believe there's a copy of an email
Yep.
of their opinion. We'll go through kind of our questionnaire with you in just a second, but we did receive a fire letter, and did you guys receive a copy of that? And you're familiar with the conditions that he outlays, and you're okay with those?
We talked about, like the last thing he wrote in there about how the project is coming.
I was gonna ask about that, but we can talk about that right now if you'd like. Do you want to just give us a quick, like, 1-sentence summary of how the fire hydrant hookup project
Yeah.
is?
So.
Since that was
M&M's
addressed in one of
been,
his letters.
Up there working on it. So far, they started in the lower Village 4, from the bottom. They crossed the main road. So far, right now, they have 4 hydrants in. They're a little, probably over halfway. They're at the point where they're crossing the road and then cutting through to the next section up. So I think they're making great progress, about roughly 100 feet of pipe, which maybe doesn't sound like a lot to
That's a
some,
lot.
but it is a lot
Yeah.
each day. So I think right now they're through the hardest part. With that edge and the part of the road that they had to kind of work with, but so far they're making great progress, and they're going to continue on as.
What's your estimated time of that project being complete?
I mean, they're going to keep going right now as weather allows. So I mean, if winter can hold off a little bit longer, it'd be better. But I mean, we're in probably reality be first of the spring.
Okay.
Be when it's all tied in together.
But it's moving along steadily.
Yeah, it's going great.
Good, okay. Does that address?
Perfect, that's what I
Okay.
want to make sure,
Yep.
because he wrote that in there.
We did also receive a letter from the chief of police approving the project with no conditions. Anyone have any questions before I move on to the Act 250 questionnaire?
Division of Fire Safety, you've submitted your application. Anything back from them at this point?
We spoke with them today. They're fine. They have asked us for, once with the final designs, construction drawings are done, that we submit the code review sheet, which is a standard sheet that goes with it. But we've paid them their $32,000, and.
And I don't know if I did bring that in. I thought I sent it earlier, but I didn't bring it in earlier. Made a copy that you guys should all have as of today, just showing that it was received October 17th with, the amount,
I have a
etc.
copy on my desk.
Okay, we do have those.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
No worries. Thank you. No,
Yep.
thank you.
And then I think John might.
Just
Did you
one
have a
question.
Hold on, let's get our, we're
I
gonna,
have to turn my camera, I have to turn this on and then nobody here can talk because then go ahead, John.
Just for clarification, I may have misheard you. Can you hear me?
yep,
Okay. Unit B is in boy. maybe I heard that it was 3 bedrooms. I'm seeing that it's 4. I just want to make sure it's clear. I
I
don't,
said 4.
Number 4.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, with the master.
And it was unit
Basement.
C that had 3 units?
That's right. C and D have 3.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Does that,
D is
does that
4.
sound okay, John?
Yes, I just, thank you very
Hold on one
much.
sec.
Go ahead, John.
Go ahead.
Yes, all set. Thank you.
Okay. So on to kind of the Act 250 sheet that you filled out. That's on page 21 of our, or starts on page 20, and then continues from there. So currently, as it sits, there is $0 added cost of anything to the town. You're based off of a private well, of which that has no effect, being that you're not going to increase capacities. You handle your own, you use the town of Ludlow wastewater system, no increased capacity. We have received your approval letters. There'll be no additional students from the supervisory union perspective. You did make one comment that Ludlow Electric had to increase their capacity. Is that major, minor? I'm not familiar with their.
It was a transformer.
Okay. Has that already been done?
Nope.
Okay.
We're just gonna wait until the excavation
Okay.
includes it.
Okay, so it wasn't simple, as transformers are fairly simple in the world. It's not like they had to run new lines and.
No, so
Okay.
this is good for you to know. So with the new energy code, whether it's adopted or not, or whether people are following it or not, but in this case, it's a commercial residential building, so it's
Great.
followed. The units have to have a minimum of 200 amp services
Okay,
because they have to have heat pump provisioning. Because you have to have one heat pump in each unit for the energy code. You also have to have provision for car chargers and solar on the rooftop. You don't have to put it in.
you just have to have provisions.
Right, so when you start putting heat pumps in that are 50 amps, go down the list, electric
Yep.
stoves, electric water heaters.
Okay, you'd made the comment that it was for those efficiency standards.
Yeah, so we
And
went
it's
from-
just that we round that out, so I
Well,
thank you.
it's just for you to
Yeah.
know, so if you take, this building alone had a 400 amp service, now it has to be 1,000 amps.
Okay.
So
Makes
they
sense.
have to put a transformer
Yep.
on
to
the spot.
Support that.
That's right.
Okay. And went through all of our site design. You kind of outlaid the new steps in comparison to the way it was before. You gonna put any new lights or anything on the outside of the building?
Nothing
Okay.
new, there were post lights on the walkway.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, so the new lighting in general is already kind of part of that village's deck project.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna
Okay.
kind of continue on
Okay.
that, but
Perfect.
nothing different.
So you're familiar with the lights, dark sky initiative, and you're okay with those constraints? Okay, perfect.
It was actually part of the reason the deck, so if you see the deck design, it's safer.
Yep.
So instead of going down 17 steps, walking through the woods, and then back up 6 steps, they're just going down 6 level deck and up 3 on a deck. Yeah.
Any other questions from the board?
None from me.
Let's toggle John to just go.
All set.
Go ahead, John.
No, I have no question.
Okay. I make a motion that we close this public hearing.
I'll second that.
Further
Before Doug
discussion?
gets in
All those in favor?
there. Aye.
Thank you very much. Hope you have a great night.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
as
you.
well.